Hello, my name is Quinn Erdman, and today I will be presenting my research on how telehealth compares to in-person speech therapy for people with post-stroke aphasia, specifically in terms of overall communication, not just isolated language skills. Aphasia is a language disorder that is caused by a stroke, and it can affect a person's ability to communicate in their daily life. Speech therapy is essential for rehabilitation, but access may be limited to geography, mobility challenges, transportation, or a lack of local speech pathologists. Because of this, telehealth has started to become an increasingly popular modality of speech therapy. The big picture question guiding my research is if telehealth can support overall communication as effectively as in-person therapy. The body of literature I reviewed had several strengths that increased confidence in my findings. Most of these studies used a clear inclusion criteria, detailed descriptions of the treatment protocols, and a standardized outcome measure. Many directly compared telehealth and in-person delivery, which allowed me to look at the meaningful comparisons. To answer this, I did review this research that did directly compare the two modalities of therapy. Across studies, the telehealth did show improvement on specific tasks like naming or repeating words. These findings did tell us that telehealth can support this progress in those specific language activities. However, when we look at overall communication, the results are different. Studies consistently find that the gains made through telehealth were not generalized as strongly to real-world situations like conversations, daily tasks, and social interactions. Many participants of the studies who worked with the clinicians in person showed greater improvements in functional communication, and even when both groups had similar test scores, the in-person groups reported better communication and higher confidence in everyday life. Another major finding was that telehealth has unique barriers that in-person therapy does not. People who have limited access to technology, low digital literacy, or cognitive challenges face barriers that affect progress and participation in the telehealth sessions. The third key finding is that telehealth could be used as an additional modality, but not as a standalone that replaces in-person therapy. Telehealth expands access, offers a continuity of care when in-person services aren't possible, like COVID-19, and it reduces travel barriers. However, the research shows that functional communication, individualized cueing, and caregiver support are stronger in the in-person sessions. Because of this, telehealth is most effective when it is a supplement to in-person therapy. Based on the overall evidence, in-person therapy continues to be more effective of an option for improving overall communication for post-stroke aphasia. Telehealth is a valuable modality and can support progress, but as of now, it cannot fully replace in-person therapy. Looking forward, future research should explore ways to make telehealth a more functional modality. Telehealth could incorporate caregiver coaching, conversational treatment approaches to promote that generalization, and more home-based practice tasks. Clinically, the findings can remind us that telehealth should be offered, but it has to be chosen very thoughtfully. It may work as a supplement to in-person therapy, but not as that standalone. Thank you for listening.